Greetings and welcome to another Diablo 4 video right from the PTR, which is still running in Diablo 4 test run for the next season. And I have been cooking up a little bit of a poison werewolf build because they seem to be pushing the poison werewolf build a lot. So let's get right into the skill tree. I do have just one skill in basic is Maul and Enhanced Maul. And then for Shred, maxing it out together with Raging Shred, giving us poison damage with Shred, and also giving us 150x increased poisoning damage. That's the change from the PTR. So now, right now, we're doing a lot of more poisoning damage. I got some Digital Grade to give more movement speed. As for defensive skills, I got Blood Hole with Innate Blood Hole, Debilitating Roar with Innate Debilitating Roar, and then as well as Vigilance, Ancestral Fortitude, and Backlash. Feral Aptitude for more damage, Poison Creeper for more poison damage, Rabies for more poison damage. Toxic Claws now increases our poison damage overall as well. 1 into Neurotoxin and 3 into Venom. I also got a Catastrophe ultimate skill, which in this case is Grizzly Rage, transforming us into a dire werewolf through an aspect actually, as well as all these passives right here, and I'm using the Bestial Rampage key passive. So for the Paragon board, I have Fang and Claw right here. Then I have Ancestral Guidance legendary node together with Werewolf Glyph. Then I have the Heightened Malice legendary node together with the Tracker Glyph for more poison damage. Then the other board right here is the Inner Beast together with Bane. And the last board, which for some reason did not save at all, for some reason, got to be the Lustful Carnage. I think I got like disconnected or something and then it didn't save. So let's do this right here. And let's get the... Let's get the glyph. Where is it? Increased physical damage? No. Increased non-physical damage. It's the Keeper glyph. Just putting the points wherever right now. You can check out the build guide in the description below. You just check it out in your own time. And then moving on to the equipment. Right now it's a non-mythic variant. So as for Helm, I got just the Vigorous right here, giving me more damage reduction. I got the Soul Tal rune word, which gives me a lot of Pestilence Worm, so more damage over time actually, more poison damage. But for a mythic variant, you would use, for example, Harlequin's Crest or Air of Perdition. Maybe on Daryl's Visage, need to do some testing right there. You got Madwolf's Glee right now with the Money Thule rune word, giving us the Mystical Frost Nova, applying Vulnerable, and the Shred is actually a mobility skill, so this will be proccing very often. As for the gloves, I got Dire Wolves. This will make Grizzly Rage a werewolf skill, so we will shapeshift into a dire werewolf, also granting us movement speed and spirit cost reduction. Then I got Tibalds, giving me more damage through Unstoppable, which we will achieve through the seasonal pause. I will talk about that in a second. Then we got Agile Wolf right here, giving us another attack with Shred, also increasing the damage and knocking down enemies. Then for the weapon, I got the two-handed polearm right here. It's not ideal for the temper. I actually wanted something else. I want physical damage that you will see on all these offensive tempers. And this has to do with something that the seasonal powers do, which I'll get to in a second. Then I want chance for Shred to deal double damage, ideally, and I have a triple masterwork right here. Could be a bit higher with a better temper, but this is almost as good as it gets. And then I have the amulet right here. It's of course garbage because it's PTR. You ideally want Toxic Claws as a plus to passive. And then I got also physical damage and Grizzly Rage cooldown reduction, as well as the Rabid Bear. So this means that while Grizzly Rage is active, my direct damage is converted into poison damage, and I deal 60% more poison damage, and I also passively spread Rabies. That's why we put 5 points into Rabies. Sorry, for the weapon we have retaliation, just giving us a huge damage boost overall when we are fortified. Other than that, we have the unsatiated right here on the ring, and again physical damage, grizzly cooldown reduction, as well as here on this ring as well, and then the blurred beast aspect. Come to think of it, actually not 100% sure if retaliation works with the poison damage that we are applying. I mean, Shred is applying the poison damage, but it says the core skills deal more damage. But yeah, should be working, and I hope it works. So there you go. Mercenaries, I got Subu for more damage over time right here for the Scorched Earth. And then I also got Bayana giving me a bit of attack speed through Bloodthirst. Spirit Boons is also not activated, probably due to the disconnect or something. So we would go with reduced damage from elites. We would go with attack speed, of course, and critical strike damage right here. Then for the wolf aspect, we go with extending the duration of ultimate skills because we want to be longer in Grizzly Rage. And then lastly, probably masochistic, just to give us a little bit of a heal right here, because the others don't really apply for our build. Lastly, we have the seasonal powers, and there I'm using the Celestial Surge Catalyst because together with the Bloody Charm, it will reset cooldowns or reduce cooldowns by 2 seconds when Celestial Surge executes non-boss enemies. And I also got the Tranquil Stone giving me Unstoppable. That's where we get like the extra damage from Tybalt's Will. And then we got the Siphoning Gizmo. So this is actually why Poisoning build might be viable in some way. Because here it says lucky hit, damage from your catalyst is up to an 80% chance to consume your damage over time effects and deal 100% of the damage instantly. So you don't have to wait for the poisoning to tick until it deals damage. It can deal its damage instantly. And then for the infusion, we of course do the poison infusion. And here it says the key part is the second. While equipped, your poison damage bonus is equal to that of your highest damage type bonus, which only pertains to like elemental damage and physical damage bonus, not to like vulnerable damage or crit strike damage bonus as far as I can tell. For example, here we have 3% damage with poison. If you remove this gem, we only have 192. As you can see here, we have 343 with physical, and if we slot this in again, we get a huge bonus to damage with poison. It's not 1-to-1. Actually, not sure what the calculation is. It's kind of weird, but if we put, for example, lightning, we also got 471% lightning. There's another variation where I was thinking to temper lightning damage on all of my gear, and then use the aspect of, what's it called again? Stormclaw, which makes our critical strikes with Shred deal lightning damage, so you can boost that with +2 lightning damage, and then use also the poison infusion right here, and it will apply the same way as it does now, that it will be as good as your lightning damage. So other than that, it just deals poisoning damage and also deactivates monster vampiric effects. So let's jump into a tier 50 right here. Right now, this is where I'm comfortably clearing, but I did this without Spirit Boons and without my last Paragon board apparently. So we'll see how it goes with those. So what I'm gonna do is first cast a little bit of the basic skill, just to get 6 ranks of quick shift right here, and then it will stay because we will be staying in the werewolf form, and then we can just go into Grizzly Rage and just deal some damage. Yeah, this is way better. I guess the Spirit Boons do change a little bit of your damage or enhance it. So yeah, this could I'm pretty confident that this is in a more optimized way in terms of like gear and everything. This can do Torment 4, and then you could probably enhance it further by, you know, adding some mythics, getting better rolls, getting greater affixes, and all that good stuff. But if you know of a better way to enhance this build, maybe, you know, through some other aspect or something, then please let me know in the comment section below. I do think, however, this is probably inferior to a pure red build, which I want to test after this. Because just with the nature of poison and like scaling poison, it makes it a bit harder than just scaling like pure shred damage. And I find also the use of Grizzly Rage is okay, I guess, but I'm not a huge fan. I would rather like be like pure Werewolf and then do just scale critical strike damage. But yeah, we will see about that maybe in an upcoming video. So if you want to watch that and if you want to follow up on that as well, then be sure to like and subscribe so you get the new video in your feed in YouTube. I mean, you can also ring the bell, of course, for notification if you like to do that. I'm just gonna clear this. I'm actually doing a pretty poor job. What I don't like about this variation is that you need to use the Shred passive that will deal poison damage and enhance your poison damage 150%, right? But then you lose the other passive, which enhances Shred to dash always. Like every attack will dash. Like I'll show you right here what I mean. Like we are using the Raging Shred to deal poisoning damage, but the Primal Shred also gives us a dash, and critical strike damage is also increased. So it is way more mobile in that sense. Right now we're only dashing like every fourth red attack or something, which makes it sometimes a bit clunky, especially on controller, just dashing wherever. But I guess it's okay, and I could do a bit of a better job. But yeah, there we go. There's the boss. We use Grizzly Rage, and damage actually pretty good for an unoptimized version of this. And yeah, this was the Toxic Claw or Poison Shred build. Poison Shred build. I guess it's a Poison Shred build. And I believe it can be further optimized and might even be a Torment 4 viable contender. Let me know what you think in the comment section below, and I'll see you in the next one. Good luck, have fun, and goodbye.